Hi, welcome back to this course on working capital management. In the previous video, we learned about what is a trade credit and how it is used to promote the business, what are the terms and how they are used, what is the effective annual interest rate. So after understanding that, let us now move to understand how do we manage the receivables, how do we really manage in practical way the receivables management. So to manage the receivables, you need to first determine a credit policy for your for your customers. So what does that mean? It means that you need to have a credit policy, who you will be giving the credit to, how much the credit will be, what will be the credit term, and what are the modes of payment, and etc, etc, etc. So there are three steps in establishing the credit policy of any company. The first is credit standards. That is easier way to establish the credit standards. What are the credit standards? How much, what will be the process, how the company will be applying for the credit, what forms they need to submit, what the documents, who will review, how many times it will be reviewed, what is the standard on giving the credit, is there any limitation on credits giving the credit, how many days initial trade credit we will be giving. So those are called credit standards. Then you will be establishing the credit term, how long and what is the trade cash discount terms. And then you will establish a collection policy, how fast, who will collect the money and how fast we are going to collect and how it will be submitted to the company. So that is the process. So the first thing that is we need to establish the credit standards is we need to establish the credit standard, who will who we will be giving the credit to, right? So there normally is required to establish the we say 5 C's of credit before we establish the credit standards. That is mean called character. So we need to look at the character of the company, character of the directors, their past defaults, their history, have they done any credit defaults in the past or not, and what else is their capacity, what are their financial situations, how much loan they already have, how much what are their liquidity ratios. So you can take my financial analysis course to understand what are the ratios that will help you to understand. Basically you need to look at their working capital ratio, cash conversion cycle, and also the debt to equity ratio, how much debt they already have, and so forth. How much capital do they really have? Are they making any profits or not? Are they being into the do they have any cash reserve? Do they have any other reserves, so that we can ensure that they're gonna be lasting long? Are we gonna ask for any collateral, or is there any practice of asking collaterals in the organization? For example, in hospitality, we don't ask for any kind of collateral from the companies. We just ask for personal guarantees of the directors or of the key decision makers there. We are not asking for any collateral, but some companies like manufacturing or other companies, they may have some collateral. To get the credit, you may have to do a bank guarantee. You maybe have to deposit a bank guarantee with the company in order to avail the credit. Then you have conditions. What are the conditions for the company to engage with the credit? Do they have to apply for it? What are the other conditions for getting a credit? Maybe they have to update their directors every now and then. Will the company have access to their financial statements and audit? So these are the terms and conditions that you have to define. So these are the 5 C's that must be part of your credit policy. Who, what is their capacity? How will you judge it? What are the capital requirements for it? Do you require any collateral? And what are the conditions of this credit? Can you sue? Will you be charging any interest for delayed payments? And so forth. So this is the how you manage the credit policy. So how do we